Hello there foodies, it's your girl Clenam and welcome to my channel. Today on the menu we have 3 different types of breakfast that can be cooked in an African home. So without wasting your time, let's dive right in. The first option is going to be scrambled eggs, sweet potatoes, mushroom and tomatoes. And for that we need some mushrooms, sweet potatoes, rosemary, garlic and some stock cube to season. Obviously some eggs as well. So what I'm going to do is to start by cutting our mushrooms, followed by our garlic, rosemary and sweet potatoes. Now when it comes to the garlic, this is breakfast and we don't want to move around with heavy bread. So we're going to take away the heart of the garlic, which is the part responsible for, that's heavy bread. So you're going to get rid of it and then chop it. Now let's transfer the potatoes into a bowl and then we're going to add some olive oil, some salt and part of the chopped rosemary and garlic. Then we're going to mix this up and it's going to go into the oven for 25 minutes at 200 degrees. Now the mushrooms. In a pan on a medium to low heat, we're just going to throw our mushrooms and add some olive oil. And we're going to toss this around for about 2 minutes. And when it begins to soften, we're going to add the other half of the chopped garlic and rosemary and our seasoning as well. I am using just half of the cube you saw at the beginning, but you add the quantity that you prefer. At this point you notice that on one side some of them are brown and on the other side they are white. So what I'm going to do is to help myself with a fork, flip the white side because we want a golden brown color and we want it to also be well cooked all over. Now that it's brown and grilled all over, our mushroom is ready and what we're going to do is to transfer this into a container. I would recommend with a cover in order to maintain the moist and the heat, because when everything is ready you don't want your mushroom to be cold and dry. Now the eggs. So in a pan on a medium to low heat we're going to add some olive oil and just like that we're going to break our eggs in it, stir, and we're going to add some black pepper, some salt, and we're going to fry for 2-3 minutes and our scrambled egg will be ready. Just like that, in less than 30 minutes you have a plate full of vitamins and goodies. Sweet potatoes is rich in fiber and all sort of vitamins from the A to the B to the C. You have your egg for your protein, you have the mushrooms for all sort of minerals, and then you have your orange, and I added some tomatoes as well for more vitamins. So that was the first option for you. It's now time for the second option, which is quite easy. And for that we're going to need some peanut butter, margarine, banana and some brown bread. So this is quite easy, guys. Just spread your margarine on one side of the bread and your peanut butter on the other side of the bread. And I would recommend a moderate amount of peanut butter because we're going to add banana in there and it can be heavy. So it's better to maybe add moderate quantities and prepare 2 breads instead of one heavily loaded bread. And for the banana, I'm going to use 1/5 of it, which I'm thinly slicing. And I'm going to just add this to the bread, close it, and we're going to grill this in a pan. It's perfectly grilled on both sides, so our bread is ready. And I'm going to share this into 2 equal parts. And then I'm going to accompany this with some orange juice and some fruits as well. And in few minutes, our breakfast is ready. All you have to do to balance things up is to add some fruits and you're good to go. Now let's go to option number 3, the one that needs a little more of work, and for that we need some mushroom, bread, rosemary, margarine, seasoning, salt, egg, black pepper, olive oil, some avocado and some onion. So let's get it started. And like I previously did, I'm going to start with the mushrooms and then I'm going to follow with the onions and the rosemary. Now when it comes to the rosemary, I'm going to chop it together with the coarse sauce and I'm going to add it to the olive oil to create an infused oil that I'm going to use to toast my bread, and you're going to see that in a second. Mushroom time, and as I previously did, in a heated pan I'm going to add my mushrooms followed by the margarine, and then we are going to toss this around for about a couple of minutes, and when it starts to soften I'm going to add my seasoning, and I also added a teaspoon of the olive oil mixed with the rosemary and salt to add more aroma to the mushrooms. And now that is beginning to gain color, that's brown color, we're going to add our onion and some black pepper. You know it's ready when everything is perfectly brown. And yes, I'm adding another teaspoon of the aromatized olive oil because why not? So I'm just going to toss this around for a couple of seconds and it's ready. And what I'm going to do is to set the mushrooms aside, add 1 or 2 tablespoons of the aromatized olive oil and start grilling our bread in it. This is going to give your bread such a distinctive taste that you will thank me later. So we are going to do this on one side, add some more oil and do the same thing on the other side, and our bread is also ready. And just like that, our option number 3 is also ready to be eaten. And I added some avocados, some papaya and some orange. You know, papayas are antioxidant and they have like anti-cancer properties. They're good for the heart. Some orange and orange juice for more vitamin C, and some boiled egg that I didn't show how to cook because I don't want to insult your intelligence. I know everybody knows how to boil egg, or maybe not. So these are the options. This was the first option, followed by our second option and the third option. which has it all. Well balanced. As a drink of choice, you can add some green tea, you can add some more juice, fresh orange juice, whatever you please. And as usual, I've got other options for you, which are these two vegan porridges that I have on my channel. The rice porridge with some coconut milk, almond, and all that good stuff, and the Ghanaian corn dough cocoa or porridge, as we call it, that has like cloves in it, that is a natural disinfectant, garlic, and we all know the benefits of garlic, accompanied with some fruit. So if you ever want to try, just know I got you. As usual, if you loved what you saw or if you like what you see, please do not forget to support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And hey, let me also know what you think in the comment section below. Till next time, it's bye bye for now.